Welcome to Learner's Planet, my dear children. Children, in today's session, we are going to study about solids, liquids and gases. So in session 1, we will be studying states of matter. Children, we are surrounded by a number of things around us. All these things take up space and have some weight. For example, these stars, buildings, houses, trees, grass, water and plants and different animals. So all these things take up space and have some weight. So children, we can say that any substance that has weight and occupies space is called matter. So what is matter? Yes, any substance that has weight and occupies space is called matter. So children, there are mainly 3 states of matter, and they are solids, liquids and gases. And in today's session, we are going to study about solids and liquids. So children, let's start with the states of matter. Children, all matter, or we can also call them as substances, is made up of small particles. So you can see in the picture, these are very small particles. So all matter or any substance is made up of such small particles. And these small particles are arranged in different ways in solids, liquids and gases. So children, always remember that matter consists of such particles and they are arranged in different ways, and these different ways are called solids, liquids and gases. As for example, you can see in the picture that these are test tubes and they contain liquid, right? So they contain liquid which has small particles in them. Now we are going to study about solids. So what are solids? Yes, solids are substances in which the particles are packed very close to each other, right? So there is no space between them. They are packed very close to each other. So we can say that solids are usually hard and have a fixed shape. So you can see here many fixed shapes, and even you can see this ball, it is also of fixed shape. So we can say that solids have fixed shape and solids are hard. So let's see some examples of solids. Yes, pen, then marbles, then sharpener, then table, then telephone. Okay children? So did you see? Yes, we saw many examples about solids. Now let's see some more interesting example. Children, if we apply force, some solids can change their shape. For example, potatoes can be chopped down to make fries. The French fries which you eat, right? They are made up of potato. So children, potato is also a solid. If we apply force on solids, they can change their shape. So if we chopped down or cut down potatoes into very small pieces or very long pieces, we can make fries out of them, right? So this is an interesting example. Let's see some other example. Yes, children, this is also an example of solid. Sofa is a solid, but if you apply force on it, you can see that it can be pressed, like a boy is jumping on the sofa. So you can say that solid is changing its shape, right? So you can see the shape of the sofa is changing, and if you sit on the sofa, then also its shape changes, right? So you can see this, and we can say that if you sit on the sofa or if you jump on the sofa, the shape of the sofa changes. Then if you sharp the pencil, if you sharp your new pencil, then what happens? Yes, the shape of the pencil also changes. And if you chop down or if you cut any vegetable, or if you have seen your mother cutting vegetable, then you can see that the shape of that vegetable also changes, right? Children, this is also such an example of a solid. Like, you can make some interesting shapes out of sand, right? So you can see the boy is making a small house-like structure, right? So you can make interesting shapes out of sand, which is solid. Children, there are some solids which on applying force can be bent or it can be broken down. For example, chairs and tables can be made by sawing the wood. If you cut the wood, if you saw the wood, you can make anything out of wood. You must have seen chairs and tables at your home. So most of the things are made up of wood, right? So wood is such a solid which on applying force can be broken down. And diamond is also an example of solid which on applying force can be broken down, right? So diamond is also a solid which breaks into small fine pieces when force is applied on it, and we can make beautiful jewelry out of it. Children, there are also some solid like metal that changes its shape when burnt, right? So you can see here the metal is a solid and we are burning it, right? So when the metal is burnt, its shape can be changed to anything. For example, we make keys out of metal. So we burn the metal, we change its shape to anything which we like to change, and we can make keys out of it and many other things out of it, right? So have you got it? I hope you are clear with the first state of matter, that is solid. Now we will move on to the next state of matter, that are liquids. So children, what are liquids? Yes, liquids are substances in which the particles are not very closely packed, right? Unlike solids, they have no fixed shape. So you can see that there are some spaces in between these substances or the molecules. So these are liquids. They are not very closely packed like solids. So children, we can say that unlike solids, they have no fixed shape and liquids can flow. And liquids take the shape of the container they are poured in. So now we will see some example of liquids. So for example, oil is a liquid. Then milk is also a liquid which you drink daily. Then juice is also a liquid. Then water is also a liquid. Blood is also a liquid. Children, now we will see some interesting examples. Like, if we pour some tomato juice into a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. Why? Because tomato juice is a liquid. Right? In the same way, apple juice or any other kind of juice, if you pour into a glass, it will take the shape of the glass. But now we will see something more interesting. What if we pour the tomato juice into a bowl? Yes, if we pour the tomato juice into a bowl, it will take the shape of the bowl. Right? So, liquid is such a substance which can take the shape of that container in which we pour in. Right? So, if you will pour water or juice or any liquid in a glass, it will take the shape of the glass, and if you will pour it into a bowl, it will take the shape of the bowl. Or if you will pour it into the container, it will take the shape of the container. So children, we can say that liquids can flow from one place to another and so are also called as fluids. So children, always remember that liquids are also called as fluids. Why they are called as fluids? Because liquids can flow from one place to another place, but solids cannot flow. Solids can be transformed from one place to another place, but they do not change their shape. Right? So always remember that solids cannot flow, but liquids can flow, and so they are called as fluids. And we can also say that liquids cannot be bent or broken, but solids can be bent or broken down. As we saw some example of solids, that on applying force on solids, it can be bent or broken down. But liquids cannot be bent or broken down. Alright children? Okay children? So I hope that you enjoyed this session and learned about two very important states of matter, that are solids and liquids. So now we will continue this lesson in the next session. Till then, keep learning and keep enjoying. Bye children.